My people, I don't come again with Ogbonge news wey carry me come here, so don't be spotted. They don't carry again. The NIG government, they don't start. The police, government police, and they don't carry come again. They don't talk say IPOB, say they be a terrorist organization. They don't led allegation against them. Ogema powerful, no like it not take that one. It not take that one likely with them retaliate immediately, conclude that one. Wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. You're welcome. Please, if this is the first time listening to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. That one day very, very important. So anytime we get to Bunga New Zealand our doorstep, you'll be the first to be notified. I see the heart, my people, and this is the #1 channel, Talkwave TV, where we bring to you back-to-back updates as it they hot. My people, I don't carry come again. No be small thing wey can happen this time around. The news will be saying I don't carry come now. One latest news headline wey just land my table today wey we say Biafra struggle, IPOB police clash over alleged threat, BIAFRA will keep fighting. The contact for here say police clash over alleged threat. The Anambra State Police Command was reported saying that each officer arrested member of a function of IPOB and ESN who were calling and threatening members of the public. Now, waiting in talk, indigenous people of Biafra yesterday described a fallacious and ridiculous claim by the police that members of the Eastern Security Network were calling and threatening people. And they don't carry come again. They don't talk say IPOB and ESN people. Then they call and threaten people. Now make Ogema powerful, no can take that one likely with them or inside this one and no go agree in contact for years. Say however, the pro-Biafra group in a statement by its media and publicity officer, a more powerful entitled ESN does not call or threaten people, accused the police of always using lies to louder its image. It talks this one now lies, saying that always their plan to also louder their image and their way to tarnish their image. Not say every time they find way to tarnish their image. Now what to make in contact say this one now lie. They say if they plan, this their plans and ways to tarnish their image. Now what you can carry and talk say this one, I don't like this one because when I don't start again and should be if una carry na go court now una no go talk say why una carry na go court. This time around, they don't talk say Biafra people, say ESN, then they call people and threaten them to bring money. They also talk for here in the statement, IPOB led by Mazen Kanu wishes to debunk fallacious and ridiculous claim of the police in Anambra of smashing ESN gang that threatens and collects money from people at Umunze in Orumba South and Ozobulo in Egusigo local government of Anambra State. BIAFRA will keep fighting. Current joint stop soccer in 2023. Nigerian now waiting they talk for that place. Say abego say make una no try to dey call IPOB name. So we no go take am likely with you now because now no say them the verse on top say they never release Mazen the Kanu. Them the verse as if be the immediate publicity secretary. Okay, my powerful. And never even they happy concerning say their leader will be Mazen the Kanu still they under detention and they don't carry this one come again now. On top say the one where they don't try Kukuma clear their name for court of appeal and court of appeal don't talk say they start to they call them criminal organization. Because you know, say them, they call them the FG government, they tag them as criminal organization. Now, make them carry and go court. As they carry them go court, make them come clear their name, as they don't clear the name now. And they don't want to hear that kind of thing. Now, make this one, Oga Ima powerful, don't not take them lightly with. It not take them lightly with the police officer. We talk that thing, say them catch IPO people, threatening people and saying they call people and they threaten them with no proof. Now making contact and say ESN know they threaten people. So I beg not to know they call ESN name. Anyway, ESN and ESN they do that now lie. Say this one now louder way to lie and paint their image black and say now where they want use paint their image black. And I know say not be everybody would like this Biafra thing where they happen and they not like her, and they won't use all means to make sure they paint their image black. Where they say them go see that the way where they go make them, go give them this Biafra push where they talk. But this one where they talk, and I know say Biafra is not negotiable, and this Biafra is the way they find. They will get it by all means. That is what that's what their self-determination means. They are going to continue pushing this Biafra referendum till they get it. Biafra is not negotiable. Wonderful people, without taking much of your time, we get another news where we say this news, I make a show that this news as the hot for years. My people, as the news come talk for year, and not say the NLC they don't call off the strike. What we say the blackouts where they put for Imo State, they don't call it off. Imo State now has life, and now they call the talk for year. I said the labor face off and the real issues confronting us. And they talk for year and say the cat and mouse relationship between the federal government and the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress is to say the least frustrations on all sides of this dispute. The facts one can deduce from it all is that these men and women have just not come to terms with the real issues facing Nigeria and the real problems the ordinary man on the street faces every day. To say Nigerians are hungry and angry is to say the obvious, but how can we be talking of his essential threat of the people and some obviously overfed and concentrated group of people from time to time, betraying and confounding the woes of the masses with the chit chat that are not relevant and consequent. It appears more like showboating and shadow boxing or circus show. Last week Wednesday, Labour leaders called off their 2-day strike after a meeting with the federal government led by the National Security Advisor Nuhu Rabadu. While some have questioned the rationale behind the strike, when, according to them, the reason Labour embarked on it was as a result of the manhandling of the NLC president, Joe Ajaero. Labour on its part had debunked this accusation, saying the maltreatment against the NLC leaders was just the combination of several complaints against the state government of Hope Arizatema, and they talk say the main reason say the maltreatment was on the leader of the NLC, that Joe Ajaero, was just the circulation of several complaints against the state government, Hope Uzodinma. The National Deputy President of the TUC, Tommy 18, explained that the strike was suspended based on the trust the union had in Rabadu. He said the NEC of the NLC and the TUC have suspended the strike. We did this based on our trust in the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Rabadu, who gave us his word. We also saw that he wasn't playing politics with our demands, and he was ready and promised to follow up with everything. Thank God that it was called off, because already schools across the country were beginning to send their pupils home. And if you realize that students of our public territories institutes who suffered the TUC strike as well as EndSARS crisis, and many more like the confusion over currency change and election period, lockdowns have already wasted more time at home than required for their programs, then the reality will be better appreciated. Yet, the way things are going, it may not take long before we have another crisis on our hand again. But we know what these men think. They are out to serve the people. Unknown to them, but the Nigerians are not impressed or unfazed. Nigerians are unfazed because the problems before them is life-threatening. They are worried about how to provide food for their children amid the increasingly high cost of living with spiraling inflation. Nigerian trades are protesting on the street over low or on patronage at their inability to eke out a living from their daily toys and labor in market. And they talk say wahala dey, even though say they don already call us strike, say e no go tey something go still happen because the way things dey go, say things just dey high, and the so-called people say dem dey rule us, say our governors and our president and all the ministers say dem no even care. What they care is all about themselves. Say they no dey even look into our matter, na wetin dem talk. But thank God say they don't call us the strike in Imo State. Imo State has lights now. Now here we will cut off for now. Beg you, first time listening to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share.